Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Understand the Quran in one word, just in one word. Inshallah, if you keep watching the videos, you'll be able to understand a lot of the verses of the Quran, inshallah, in just one word. Because there are lots of repetitions of the same word, but in different contexts and in different perspectives. That's why you need to understand why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses this particular word or particular verse in the Quran. You need to understand the word, you need to understand the vocabulary, you need to understand the grammar. I'm trying my best, inshallah, to help you understand all these things. The last video that was covered on lam fatha la, which is emphasis. And I used some examples for you to understand. Now, inshallah, today's video will cover lam alif fatha la, which is very simple. You understand, lam alif fatha la means no. It negates. We regularly read Surah Al-Fatiha at least 17 times because the whole day in 5 waqt we have 17 fard rak'ah. And in every single rak'ah you need to read Surah Al-Fatiha. La salatan illa bi fatihatil kitab. Qala Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there is no salah without reading Surah Al-Fatiha. So Surah Al-Fatiha is wajib. Allah says, literally Allah teaches us to say, to ask for guidance. Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. After praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we ask for one single thing in the whole entire surah. Guide us along the straight path. Sirat al-ladina an'amta alayhim, the path of those who you have favored with blessings. The blessings, basically, the blessing of hidayah, come to know after that, because we are looking for hidayah. We are asking for hidayah. We are seeking hidayah here. Sirat al-ladina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim, except those who have been caused, upon which your curse has been imposed. Wala dallin, and not of those who went astray. So 2 types of people we try to be away from. So Allah help us to be away from these 2 types of people. One is maghdub, cursed people. One is dallin, astray people. So la has been used for the second one, la dallin. La connotes actually the same meaning of ghayr, means except. However, la has more connotation, especially when la is used at the beginning of surahs like Suratul Qiyamah, Suratul Balad. La has been used in surah at the beginning of Suratul Qiyamah. La uqsimu biyawmil qiyamah. No. I swear by the day of judgment. Allah begins with Bismillah, after Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You read La uqsimu biyawmil qiyamah. And how would you start with something, a passage or an article that begins with no? That means it links to the previous statements, previous comments, opinions, or facts whatsoever. It negates all these things that comes previously. Imam al-Qurtubi beautifully says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses la at the beginning of Surah Al-Balad and Surah Al-Qiyamah, and all a particular statement to make us understand that the Quran, lian al-Qur'ana muttasilun ba'duhu li ba'd, because the Quran links some of the verses, some of the statements of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala link to other statements. This is the beauty of the Quran, that in the first place, the Quran most of the time, it explains to itself. A lot of things explain to itself. Then that's why this lam alif fatha la is used in the Quran, as it says, La uqsimu bihadha al-baladi. No, I swear by this city. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala uses in Surah Al-Qasas, verse 56. So, a pathetic scenario has been depicted in this particular verse. When the Rasulullah was trying to persuade his uncle, his most beloved person in his life, who did not have the opportunity to be granted with Hidayah. And Rasulullah was trying to persuade him on his deathbed in front of the leaders of the Quraysh, where Abu Jahl was there. Allah revealed this verse in Surah Al-Qasas, verse 56. إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ. And verily you cannot guide. You're not guiding. You don't guide. لَا تَهْدِي. Do not guide. مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ. So most of the Mufassirin, they said that actually Rasulullah cannot guide. So there are types of guidance. The Rasulullah cannot. The ultimate guidance is in Allah's hand. If it were in Rasulullah's hand, Rasulullah would straight away guide Abu Talib to accept Islam. So the guidance is completely in Allah's hands. That's what Rasulullah himself read. إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ اهْدِنَا الصِّرَاطَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. To be steadfast on the guidance. Those who have been guided, like Rasul, like his companions, like even Tabi'in, those who have been guided, those who have been confirmed their guidance, they also, to be steadfast on the guidance, asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep them steadfast, being steadfast on the guidance. That's why we read, رَبَّنَا لَا تُزِغْ قُلُوبَنَا. Oh Allah, do not make our hearts away, deviate from بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَيْتَنَا, after you have guided us. So this is very important. A person begins their life with guidance and might end in misguidance. So now, إِنَّكَ لَا تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ. Verily you cannot guide whomsoever you love. وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ يَهْدِي مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Rather, it is Allah, whosoever He wants, He can guide. وَهُوَ أَعْلَمُ بِالْمُهْتَدِينَ. He knows the best who is going to be guided. So, La has got another aspect, which is command. So, La innahi, especially to negate, to stop, to command to not do anything, to not do something. Okay? As Allah said, La tuharrik bihi lisanaka, in Surah Al-Qiyamah again. Do not move your tongue. لِتَعْجَلَ بِهِ. And do not hasten, do not rush. Rasulullah would try to memorize what Jibril alayhi salam would read for him by reading with Jibril, by moving his tongue. And he would rush to memorize all these things. Guess what? He was waiting for the revelation, and revelation came. He can't wait to memorize them. Then Allah sent revelation to tell him that you don't need to move your tongue and you don't need to hasten. Inna alayna jama'ahu Qur'ana. We will collect this Quran in your heart, so you don't need to worry about that. So we've learned from this video that Islam has got two aspects. One is to prohibit something, and another one is to emphasize on the point, to negate all the previous points. Okay, inshallah. If you understand through this, you'll be able to understand a lot of the Quran. Allah give us the ability to understand the Quran. Jazakumullah for listening. There are more videos coming, and do not forget to share and subscribe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.